the C8 Corvette updates, and the 5 must-haves you should get on your C8 Corvette. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to C8's on Speed 252. And if you all don't know exactly what we're looking at right now, we are looking at the traffic cam down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This is where you will see the actual C8 Mid Engine Corvette come out of this destination. I know a lot of you is anticipating for this car to be delivered because you are tired of your car sitting in the parking lot at Bowling Green, and I'm sure you are super stoked to get this car in your garage. This is very exciting because we finally just got our first confirmation that the cars are now loading. You should see them very soon. This dealership, which is Whitmore, will have 3 cars on the first truck, and the rest of them are actually going to Corvette, which is out in New Jersey. So with that being said, you will see C8 Corvettes landing on these lots here pretty soon. Super exciting news. Definitely feel free to contact your dealership to figure out where your car is located and when it would arrive at your dealership. If you haven't had a chance yet, well, right now you're on my channel, which is C8's on Speed 252. Slide over there to that subscribe button. Push that bell button right beside it as well so you get a notification anytime I release a video. Go check out my boy Brinker's Speed, and let's get into the video. Oh, did I forget to tell you? The Corvettes was shipped out last night, baby. Here's the video. What's going on, everyone? I'm so excited to bring you the latest and the greatest updates on the C8 Corvette, especially with this already being delivered now to the dealerships. But that being said, if you haven't built the C8 yet, or you already built one, here are some 5 must-haves I think you should have in your C8 Corvette. I feel like it was just a few days ago when everybody in the world was saying at some point GM needs to go ahead and go mid-engine Corvette. But why? Because they needed the Corvette to compete with the Lamborghinis and the McLarens and the Ferraris, and they felt like the Corvette, the front engine Corvette, just wasn't getting the job done. Even though with statistics and stats, we're saying the front engine Corvette was a pretty Corvette that stood up to a lot of the competition that was out there. There was another thing going around that Corvette had a stigma that the Corvette brand and the Corvette as a whole only appealed to the older generation, and that Chevrolet needed to somehow figure out to make a mid-engine platform to start appealing to more generation. But honestly, I feel like the Corvette brand, the Corvette car in general, appealed to any and everyone who wanted to drive this awesome machine. And now that Chevrolet figured out how to make the Corvette mid-engine and how it actually appealed to not just the older generation, but everyone from China, from Europe, and having the right-hand drive, well, I think they touched upon something that's going to be great. I'm going to give you the 5 things you must have in your C8. So with these must-haves, some of these are going to help you actually save money in your car so you can put your money towards something else to make your car look bigger and better and stand out above the rest. So the number 1 thing you must have on your C8 Corvette will honestly help you save money, but it's definitely a must-have. It's actually when you go to the Chevrolet screen, which you see in front of us right now, you can see the red car on the platform. You go over to the right, you will see coupe, and you will also see convertible underneath that. If it was me, I would go with the coupe because the coupe will help you save money instead of actually buying a convertible, which is like $7 grand more, and you can add that $7 grand to the car later on to help you get a better set of wheels, a better set of tires, and things like that. Another thing I'm going to add to the first must-have is the 2LT package. As you all know by now that the C8 Corvette comes with 3 trim packages: 1LT, 2LT, 3LT. As you all know by now, I have had quite some time around this C8 Corvette. And with that being said, with the 1LT, it's just not enough for me to actually decide to go with that package. Because one thing you don't get is the front end lift. And then with the 3LT, it's just too much in that package. Something that you really don't need, which is you get 13 seat options. Well, with that being said, I only have 1 butt. I only need 1 seat. So I don't need that many options when it comes down to the 3LT package. So not getting the 3LT package will also help you save money. The best bang for the buck, in my personal opinion, is the 2LT because you get all the options that you get out of the 3LT, but you get more options than you get in the 1LT. And better yet, this will be great for your resale value. On to the number 2 must-have in your C8 Corvette. which is the Z51 package. If you're planning to buy the C8 Corvette and you're planning to track this car, the Z51 Performance Package is a must-have in your C8 Corvette. For two reasons. It'll give you that ultimate track experience that you've been wanting to have in the Mid Engine platform, and it'll definitely be great for your resale value, because I know a lot of people that is buying this C8 Corvette is definitely in love with the Z51 package of the looks, the performance, and just being able to take advantage of a Mid Engine platform on the track. Now, for some of you who have not had a chance to actually see the Corvette C8 in person and would like to see all the colors, here's a break within the video to give you the opportunity to see all the colors that Corvette Blogger decided to bring to us. I hope you enjoyed those colors and got an opportunity to see what all the colors look like, but especially in the sun. The sun makes every color look differently when you get an opportunity to see it in that bright sunlight. Now on to the number 3 must-have in your C8 Corvette. I truly believe the number 3 thing you must have in your C8 Corvette, in my personal opinion, is the GT1 seats. I say this because once again, you only have one butt. Now, obviously, some people want the competition seats because if you want to track your car, or the GT3 seats, will they help you on the track as well. But the GT1 seats will help you do everything you need to do, whether you're actually on the track, whether you're daily driving it, or whether you want to do whatever with your C8 Corvette. Because think about it, if you decide to get the GT2 seats or the GT3, you will actually have to pay a little bit more money to get those seats inside your C8 Corvette. And if you ever decide to go sell your C8, you don't really recoup that money back. That's something that you just lost. So my personal opinion, why not save some money, get the GT1 seats, and still be able to put the extra money that you was to the GT2 and the GT3 seats somewhere else. Now on to the number 4 must-have. And I'm going to tell you, this is actually a must-have. This ain't going to help you save any money, but if you ask me and a lot of other car enthusiasts, this number 4 is a must-have in your C8 Corvette. Alright everyone, which is the front end lift. I genuinely believe the front end lift is a must-have in your C8 Corvette. A number of people were so excited when General Motors decided to announce that it was putting a front end lift on the C8 Corvette. It makes the car seems more exotic than what most people think it is, and at the same time it gives us the ability to actually avoid scraping the bottom of our car. I mean, let's face it, a lot of people have steep driveways and a lot of bad spots in their roads, which will make this car very easy to scrape. I mean, by a show of hands, how many of us actually have not ever scraped a car before? I know I'm guilty of it. So to recap on the first 4 things that we decided to go over that you must have in your C8 Corvette, the number 1 is to actually get a coupe. Now, convertible, if that's your thing, go ahead and get your convertible. But in my personal opinion, the coupe to me is a convertible as well, because you get to save a ton of money and take the roof off and put it in your trunk. Now with the convertible at 35 miles per hour, all you can do is push a button and then your roof will go in the trunk on its own and you won't lose any trunk space or front space. But that's a lot of money, $7,000 to pay for that extra convenience. The other recap, the second thing you must have is the Z51 package, because that'll be something that'll help your car resale value if you decide to sell your car, and you will have an excellent time on the track. The third thing is the GT1 seat. That will actually help you save money as well when it's time for you to resell your car, because the GT1 seats doesn't cost you a thing in your standard price. The GT2 and the GT3 will definitely cost you some extra money out of your pocket. The fourth thing that I think you should definitely get that we just talked about is the front end lift. To avoid scraping your C8 Corvette and definitely avoiding some of those crazy areas where you may not know anything about, and as you see your car coming up, you can push a button and you can raise it up. The last and the fifth thing that I think is a must-have, which is my personal preference due to a lot of people telling me that's the best thing to do if you haven't had this experience, is a National Corvette Museum. So if you don't spend a lot of money on buying the convertible and you decide to get the GT1 seat and you decide to go with the front end lift, and that saves you some money in the long run without having to pay to get your car fixed after you scraped it, National Corvette Museum delivery. I think from what I've been hearing from everyone else that that's an experience that you will always remember. And you definitely need to do it once with one of your Corvettes. Now I will admit that experience will cost you $995, but with all the money that you're saving, on getting the coupe, you can definitely have a great experience with picking up your car from the museum. Now with that being said, this money also goes to help the National Corvette Museum as well. Now with the must-haves out of the way, I would like to ask you a question, a serious question. Do you all believe the other car manufacturers like the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the McLarens, and the Porsche has anything to worry about with the C8 Mid Engine Corvette? Or do you think those car manufacturers will be just fine? Leave your comments down below. With that being said, definitely smash that subscribe button so you can become part of this awesome community so I can give you all the latest and the greatest updates on the C8 Corvette. At the end of this video, I would like you to enjoy the footage of me and my friend Mike out at the unveiling when they unveiled the C8 Corvette. And you can hear me ask a lot of questions for a lot of people that didn't get an opportunity to see that footage. Definitely enjoy and leave your comments down below. What is your favorite part about the C8 Corvette?
Look at this.
Additionally, having more of a
Isn't that something?
intensifies the overall value.
No, that's a good question.
The new location.
It's not mine.
I
would assume it does with different modes. That's why it's down. Coming up. Actually, it's easier to get in.
Now, every visual surfacing component has received unprecedented
Alright, I'm gonna do different
including the
things.
meticulously designed engine and underhood compartment. And driving into the detailed execution of the car, this design team found inspiration and ideas in high-end motorcycles. Stingray was completely redesigned.
Hey, Dan, the post is in the way.
How to achieve the
Yeah, I know.
balance of this new mid-engine configuration while maintaining
Watch out for the other photographers.
So,
all the surfaces are as taut as possible, giving the car a dynamic. Now what you see here on stage is the defense one package. As you know, we've had this unique track package for Stingray in the past, and this one offers customers even more. As you can see, it has an aggressive front split and an open air rear split.
Sorry.
Our design is hand and arrow, giving a whole meaning to the term. Chad will talk to you more about the Z1. Not only enables the sun adjustment, but also provides interior accommodation systems, which are improved. The engine behind the driver,
two big radiators right in the front.
How does it feel?
Feels good.
Feel you enough space?
Yes. Yeah, I think the seat probably goes a little lower too. Yeah, it does. So the seat was all the way up high, and I still have plenty of room.
You mind if I sit right here?
Not at all.
Oh, we getting in this thing. Oh,
Videoing?
man. Yeah, I'm a
Where you
YouTuber. North Carolina?
Oh, cool. Cool.
Oh, this is sweet.
Shout out to all your fans. I think this is the real deal here, baby.
You heard that?
You got room over there?
Oh, I got plenty of room.
I'm wondering if this is like restrictive or not.
No, I feel
You feel pretty
fine.
good? What about your arm over here? Where do you put it?
I feel right here.
Right there? We're
Yep.
just chilling?
Yeah, we're just chilling. Yeah, you
Oh.
ready? Where we going? Oh, man. Look at this. a mini iPad right there. Where we going, sir?
Good. How you doing? Sure. Leave it open.
Every other button on the system had the burn in place.
Oh man, that's just sweet. Look at the glass back there.
Look at Clarence in there. What do you think, man?
Man, I'm loving it. I'm waiting for him to just start the car so we can go ahead and leave.
I know. I don't see what he's waiting for.
I don't
man.
know either.
This is beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know about you, but I'm in.
I'm in. Oh, I've been in since I was born.
Yeah.
Start this thing. Let's get us out of here. Don't tell nobody. Oh, I accidentally mashed that button. I didn't really push that button off. You got the, the set, the 1 and the 2 right here. You got the speakers, which is 14. We got the Bose Performance Series in here. We got the the AC and all that good stuff. The lock and unlock. Well, the lock and unlock. The push button right here. Obviously, if you need to escape, if you get into some kind of incident. Oh, the button for the glove box. It has to be. Yes. Look at there. Man, it's something special. This must be an airbag. I can see it already. Where we going?
Pacific Coast Highway. We're close. Let's go.
Wherever you want to go.
Down to the beach, man. Tops off the car.
Tops already off.
We're like 10 miles from the beach. Let's go.
Let's go get those girls. Look at all the knobs right here. Go up a little slower so you guys can see what it is. Oh man, I'm feeling really exotic right now. So we got the heating and cold, the heating and cool seats, the fan, the AC, the max, the heating and cool seats probably for the passenger right here as well. We got the mini iPad. That's what it looks like in my first opinion. Yeah. And this glass back here is just freaking phenomenal with the Stingray symbol right here. Oh man. And I can see some speakers right there too. But let me go ahead and get out because I might let somebody else get in this thing really quickly because I'm just gonna be able to get out of here. No let me get any doors, but hey, it's all good. It is all good. You got the air intake right there. Well, it's not an air intake, but you know what I mean. The radiator sucking some of the air. Are y'all gonna pop the hood again anytime soon? I meant the rear, yeah, the hatch.
Absolutely.
It's not raining. Yeah, we won't have that today. We've given this presentation quite a number.
So see, we had the hood back here, which fits perfectly fine. And you got the engine right there, which is freaking phenomenal with the carbon fiber. Check the oil. I'm assuming these are going to be speakers here. Oh man.
We know you guys appreciate it more
Yes.
than anybody else.
Is the convertible over here?
No, timing's TBD on when it'll come out when you guys get to see more of it.
Okay.
But there will be one.
Okay. So you work for Chevrolet?
I do.
Okay.
With Taj himself.
Really? How long have you been working with Tash?
Oh, probably 5 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The passion with that team is incredible. So.
Okay. So were you part of designing the car?
Engineering it.
Okay.
Design team who sculpts it and makes it look beautiful, and we package it and
Nice.
integrate it. So
Nice.
absolutely.
Nice, nice, nice. So what are some things you can tell me about this car do you think is special?
This whole car is just a transformation for us, and so for GM, it's just such a departure from where our comfort zone on Corvette has always been.
I agree.
And when you talk about trying to not alienate current Corvette customers and yet pick up a youthful and also a better car,
Okay.
we had quite a challenge. And things like you just mentioned, fitting the roof in the back.
Right.
That also fits 2 sets of golf clubs.
Nice.
It also fits a duffel bag up front with a full Delta bag, as they call it.
Okay.
In the front.
Okay.
So we haven't lost the utility, but we've still offered all the performance that our exotic competitors have.
I agree.
So when you look at that package, it keeps the people who like to weekend their car, tour their car, but then take it to the track. They can still do it. You can
Okay.
still unpack from your trunk and then take your car out on the track, which I think is unique to Corvette. And then obviously attainability with the price point.
Absolutely, especially being under 60,000.
Yeah, we work really hard with our partners in Bowling Green and our suppliers to make this happen.
So I don't know if you can answer this question. So if I'm looking for the same exact car, what do you think my price would be though?
This exact car
Can't be under 60.
No. This car's got a lot of optional content.
Okay.
Being Z51, these carbon fiber pieces in the back are appliques that would add to the cost.
Okay.
You're probably, I mean, if I had to ballpark, you're over 75 for this content.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's still right in the wheelhouse of where we are currently today.
Correct.
With our product.
Correct.
So I don't think it'll surprise customers. They won't have sticker shock.
Okay.
And there's also just plenty of new technology for them to discover along the way.
Okay.
Not many exotics can offer an infotainment package like we have, which is Chevrolet. The big Chevrolet develops it, so you have very reliable and crisp infotainment, which is great.
Now, if I'm jumping the gun and saying that, you probably won't be able to answer this. I'm a YouTuber, so I'm going to ask some questions. Have you guys started already process with the Z06, I guess, the variant of the higher trim level of this?
So today is all about this car.
Okay.
This car is going to be exclusive in the showroom as we wane down the front engine variant here in October. So it's all about the Stingray for now and the foreseeable future.
Okay, so when can I get mine? When can I go ahead and get bought?
You can set up now for allocation orders. The configurator is live.
Okay.
We expect them to be available late this year, early next year. Will be in customers' hands.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything else I need to know?
I think there's until you really get to drive this car.
Okay.
It looks really great on paper.
Right.
And I can tell you it's even better when you drive it.
Have you driven it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I can tell you that when you come from a Grand Sport into this car, it's just, and the Grand Sport's awesome. I love the Grand Sport.
I got a Grand Sport
so visceral.
part right in the front.
And you're chasing down this car, and you get into this car after you've driven the Grand Sport, and it just feels incredible. That driving experience with the mid-engine layout, the view of the road.
Okay.
I mean, it makes you feel like you're going at an incredible rate of speed, and you just straight down to the pavement. The down vision, as they call it, is what makes this feel so exotic.
Okay.
And we work really hard to keep everything very low so that you have that best line of sight to the road. It gives you that really exotic experience.
Nice.
I think until you drive it, and it'll be hard for a lot of people to, one day get in and drive it, but when you drive it, you'll really see how good we are at integrating all these pieces. It's really spectacular.
So I'm trying to come work for Chevy now and then, because I got some ideas I want to kind of throw out there too. But was there anything you guys wanted to add to the car that you couldn't due to something? Like, a lot of customers like vertical doors. I have a chrome Corvette outside that has vertical doors on that part in the front that they wanted in the front due to that reason in my chrome wrap. But I don't know if was there something you guys wanted. It was like, no, we can't add that. Like,
so I'd say that it depends what you optimize around. And when we decided to optimize around attainability and the customers that we currently have, and then still draw in new customers. If you use that as your optimization, this is the recipe. Okay. And we think we nailed it. Okay. If you were to change it to something more lower volume with, chasing a specific exotic, it might lead you down the path of something else. But, this car is set up for us to have a long life and do really well for us. So.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Yep.
I appreciate it. He nailed it. He answered a lot of good questions. He didn't hesitate on anything, so he definitely obviously worked with Gito on this project here. You can see him laughing.
A lot of years on this.